Last week in the divisional round, we went 2-2 on our spread bets. We went 4-2, following exactly the same trend for both rounds. Overall, that trend went 6-4 for the first 2 rounds, were a 60% win rate. And now, unfortunately, both our moneyline parlay bets lost in both weeks. However, these were 3-team moneyline parlay bets, and 2 of the 3 teams won in each week. The team that lost in the wildcard round were the Bucks. They lost to the Commanders. And then in the divisional round, the Lions lost again to the Commanders. So the Commanders blew up both of these moneyline parlay bets. That's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about that. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to jump on the Commanders bandwagon this week. You can see that in my best bets. What's up, everybody? This is Kieran. In this video, I'm going to give you my best bets for the conference championships. Now, I have to say something here. What I've been doing all year long is looking at trends. Now, unfortunately, because there are only 2 games for the conference championships, there's not a lot of data there. If I go back to 2015, that's 9 years. 9 times 2 is only 18 games. So there are some trends, but they're kind of weak. There's not a big sample size, or they're only at like 50%. So instead, I'm going to follow a very tried and proven trend, the trend that I call because I said so. No, really, what I just said at the beginning here, the Commanders are on a roll. They're really hot. Jaden Daniels looks great. Their defense is looking really good here. So I'm simply going to go with the Commanders plus 6.5. I'm not going to say anything else about this. I like getting the hook here. The Rams actually covered that 6.5 point spread in Philadelphia last weekend. I think the Commanders are poised to do the same thing here. And like I said, I'm going to jump on the Commanders bandwagon. I'm not going to bet against them. Now for the second game, got the Chiefs on the money line. I'm not going to go against the spread on this one. I'm just going to say Chiefs are going to win. And there is a trend for this. In 3 of the last 4 seasons, the Chiefs have beaten the Bills in either divisional round or in the conference championship. So even last year, they beat the Bills in Buffalo 27-24. So no matter what you want to say about this year, I think the Chiefs are very well poised to simply win this game. And besides, if you are an NFL conspiracy theorist, you already know the Chiefs are going to win. Now, because of the line numbers, we don't actually have a moneyline parlay bet this week, but because the spread lines are actually pretty decent, we can do a teaser bet. In one sportsbook, I found this line plus 2.0 for the Bills, tease that up to a plus 8, and then the Eagles at home minus 6, bring it down to a pick'em. So basically, I'm going to pick the Bills plus 8 at the Chiefs and the Eagles to simply win the game. So we have minus 125 odds here for this teaser bet. So I have the Bills plus 8 and the Eagles pick'em, put them together in a 6-point teaser. Now I have one more bet for you in this video. Because I've been doing different kind of bets here, I'm going to keep that train rolling and give you one player prop bet that is actually a player prop parlay. What the heck am I talking about? Let me show you. We all know that Saquon Barkley is having a historic year, the best year of his career. I think that Barkley is going to get at least 100 rush yards against the Commanders. In fact, look at these rows here. This is data I got from ProFootballReference.com, and each of these rows, he went over 100 yards. So let's look in this column right down here. Of course, the last game got 205 against the Rams and 119 against Green Bay in the playoffs. And look at this. In week 16 against the Commanders, he got 150 yards in Washington, and in week 11 against the Commanders, he got 146 yards. So 13 of the 18 games that he played in this year, he got over 100 yards. In fact, far over 100 yards in many of those. That's a 72.2% hit rate for at least 100 yards for Saquon Barkley. Now, if you think the Eagles are going to win this game, they're going to be ahead most of the game, then you're going to probably think that Jaden Daniels and the Commanders are going to have to pass the ball quite a bit, right? So on the other side of the ball, we have Jaden Daniels, and here are his games. How many times did he go over 200 plus pass yards? That was in 15 of the 19 games. In fact, last weekend, he got 299 against the Lions, and he got 268 in his first playoff game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And now against Philadelphia, who's playing this week, he got 258 in week 16. He only got to 191 in that first game at Philly in week 11, but that's pretty daggone close. He's thrown for 200 plus yards in 78.9% of his games. So what's our angle here? We're going to do these alt lines here for both of these players. So for Saquon Barkley, when we made this video, he had 125.5 rush yards, minus 114. This is a player prop here. And Jaden Daniels has 223.5. But what I'm going to do is take these alternate lines, 100 plus rush yards for Saquon Barkley and 200 plus pass yards for Jaden Daniels. The rush yards for Barkley are at minus 290, and it's minus 220 for the pass yards for Jaden Daniels. You put these two bets together in a player prop parlay, and we get plus 100 odds for this. If we multiply those two percentages I showed you in the previous 2 slides, then I got the trend odds at minus 133, so quite a bit of value here. So my player prop parlay bet is take Saquon Barkley to get 100 plus rush yards and Jaden Daniels to get 200 plus pass yards, put those together in a player prop parlay. Now I know some sportsbooks call these same game parlays. It doesn't matter to me what the terminology is here. I call them player props, and if I put 2 player props together, it's a player prop parlay. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this player prop parlay idea, let me know in the comments section below. I might put a few more of those together by Saturday morning. Good luck on your conference championships best bets. Let's go.